Hello everyone, welcome to Samvad. As we all know that Samvad is an initiative of School of Corporate Innovation and Leadership wherein we always invite institutional leaders to discuss their thoughts about the students' career growth path as well as what all things they should learn in order to become professionals. And I would also like to share that since SCIL's vision is to create exemplary professionals, thought leaders, as well as innovative enterprises. So today we have a very esteemed guest with us who is not the institutional leader of MIT University, but is an alumni of MIT Art Design and Technology University and who has achieved something which has brought proud for the entire MIT ADT University. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Pramod Priya Ranjan, who is a co-founder and director of Care Forms Lab Private Limited from Ranchi. He completed his bachelor's in product designing from MIT Institute of Design, Pune in 2019. Thereafter, he focused on his design-led startup on sustainable menstrual hygiene, in which he, along with his team, innovated a user-centered menstrual cup. The startup got incubated at AIC MIT ADT Incubator Forum Pune in July 2019. And with the support of AIC, this product has been developed, and the biggest achievement is that the startup has recently got selected for BIRAC Big 16 grant of up to 50 lakh rupees. So please welcome Mr. Pramod Ranjan to share his views with all of us. Welcome Pramod to this platform.
Thank you, Ruchira ma'am, for this opportunity.
Yeah. So Pramod, we would like to hear from you that how did you start your journey of startup and how AIC at MIT University has helped you to achieve your startup goal.
Right. So when I was studying at MIT ID, I used to be involved with a lot of live projects as well. So one of the project was regarding sanitary napkin incinerator, which we were trying to redesign. And while that project was going on, I get to know about the menstrual cup, and it was a surprise to me that why this product is not really mainstream in India. So when I graduated, I, along with two interns who are junior from the Design Institute, with three of us, along with two mentors, thought to understand the problem with the cup as well as market, and then redesign it to make it better so that it can go mainstream. So we started this project in June, knowing that there is some sort of opportunity, and then in July we got incubated at AIC. There were a couple of criterias that why we took this project. The first was we wanted to work something on social problem, and then something which is at a scaled level. So the impact which our solution can provide is can be uh, something good,
Okay.
and that's why we like pick this problem. And somewhere in October we got a couple of concept which we thought, okay, now we are in certain right direction. And then in November we talked to multiple vendors and we developed our first prototype by December. And up till then we got an understanding that we have something very concrete in our desk, and that can be useful for society. And by December and January we did some of the user testing, and that's how the design intentions got validated, and then we further continued the process of product development.
So how what AIC has played a important role in your life. So if you can just Let us know.
Right. So the first thing is to develop the confidence.
Mhm.
So as well as the Institute of Design played a crucial role in that.
Okay.
And then AIC is basically to nourish just a startup which is starting at the idea level.
Mhm.
So to develop idea till a prototype, there is a lot of support which is required. That can be in terms of mentoring. So with Mohit Dubey sir as well as
Okay.
the team of mentors which you bring on the board
Mhm.
and AIC was something very useful because anyone who just graduated comes from a single or couple of expertise. But to create a business, there are a lot of expertise required
Mhm.
from business, from marketing side, from vendors. So as well as the second prototype which we developed was a contact given by AIC, and which is perhaps one of the best silicon related vendor in India.
Okay.
Also along with mentorship and there is a lot of exposure also involved. So since AIC is a government supported incubation center,
Okay.
so there are a lot of government based schemes as well as supports which we get directly to know about. So for example, in January, we were selected as top 14 innovative startup by Youth Collab. So
Great.
that competition I got to know of it through AIC,
Yes. Okay.
as well as right. So they nominated me, and then we selected at top 30, and then till top 14. As well as there are a lot of so after developing the product also there are a lot of support required in terms of financing, in terms of how to enter to market, connecting with investors and all. So for this BIG grant also, grant writing is something which requires a different kind of skill set and awareness. And I'm just like 1 year into the industry, so there are a lot of people who have covered this process of writing grants. So AIC connected me with Renu Vyas ma'am, who is a head at MIT
Bioengineering.
Bioengineering
Yeah.
College. And so she has a good amount of experience in writing grants also. So she checked our draft, she helped us in modifying it. Along with that, AIC obviously have number of incubators under them. So what happens that an individual operating, trying to create a business just in isolation is a different thing. But if there are a group of people with similar mindset and trying to cover a similar journey, do something impactful and meaningful for the society, so that atmosphere is very important to keep one motivated. Otherwise, it becomes very isolated. And also because there are different people in different business involved, so there is a support system also which gets created. Like someone might coming from a computer science background, someone might coming from a medical background.
So
So they kind of nourish each other visions. And that's why this AIC ecosystem of like creating an idea to something like a minimum valuable product also is something great, which in terms of which AIC supported us.
thank you, thank you. It was a great insight from your side. Also, I would request you that can you, if you can share with us, for having an entrepreneurship mindset, what behavioral skills are required, and what is the message that you would like to give to the students of MIT ADT University so that they can also follow your path?
So firstly, one of the good part about MIT ADT University is that there are a lot of institutes with multiple disciplines
Yeah,
just on the same campus.
true.
So if let's say I'm a design student and I need some sort of engineering expertise or some sort of Ayurvedic expertise, I can just walk 100 meter or 200 meter and get experts of that field. As well as there are people who belong of the same age, like students, bachelors or like PG, as well as there are experienced faculty members also of the same domain who already have industry connect. So that sort of exposure of like creating a business in a academic campus is something which MIT ADT provides, and everyone should use it. In terms of mindset, I think we should never be rigid about something, because what I think mistake a lot of people make, they don't start with a problem, they start with the idea. And having an idea is just not at all validated with any sort of research and all. And that's why building that idea, which is not validated with research, is very risky, and most of the time it fails. So people should start with a problem statement. They should identify a problem and the need of the problem, the criticality of the problem towards society. And then they should have a thorough research and analysis about that problem. There should not be any sort of assumption. So one of the important skill and understanding is the research and analysis, because lot of people really miss that. There is a very linear approach they think, but to create a startup, one have to be very bouncing like mind, and they have to go through multiple approaches and then select one, instead of selecting one and then moving it ahead. So that's why a very open-ended mind is required, and along with that, they should have a empathy with users as well as multiple stakeholders. And there will be a lot of time where other expertise people will be talking about certain things which that core people who are leading that project might not be able to understand. So they should really look, like put themselves on the shoe of those stakeholders who are trying to who are not, let's say, aligned with their mind, to understand why they are saying that. So there is a empathy which is required, not just in terms of understanding the users, but as well as other stakeholders who like bring inputs in terms of finance as well as marketing or other things. And They should also try to develop their skills in terms of it should not be like, one, I know this part and I will hire other people who are expert in other part and they will do the job. They should try to understand the grammar of other verticals, so that when they are interacting with those people, they do understand that why that person is saying like that, what is going inside their mind, or all those things. So, and I think with the process, there will be a lot of confidence being developed in the individual as well as the team, which will help them to survive the bad times as well.
Okay. So fine, it was a great insight from your side, Pramod. So I would also request our students of MIT to keep an open mindset, try to mingle up with people, look around for opportunities, and try to grasp as much as they can, because as Pramod has rightly said, MIT is a huge family where we have so many variety of institutes, so many people with different variety of experiences, and we should really try to grab these opportunities which we won't get outside. So thank you very much, Pramod. We
Thank you, ma'am.
really look forward to having more and more professionals like you from our university. I hope your juniors will take you as an inspiration and try to get along and excel in life. Thank you so
Thank,
much.
thank you, ma'am.